Welcome back to the Real Cinema Squad, and today me and Ty are going to be reviewing the new Batman Cape Crusader Season 1 trailer. So we're really excited about this. Me and Ty have been lifelong Batman fans since we were kids, really with the Batman animated series in the 90s, and this is just really exciting for us and those fans out there of fans of that show, not only because are we getting animated Batman again, but also because Bruce Timm is coming back to make another Batman series. So we're hoping for the same nostalgia, the same feel, the same excitement of the Batman characterization. And so today we're going to react to this trailer. I have seen it, but Ty has not. So we're going to get first reactions of what we think the show is going to be about and how we feel about it. So let's get started.
Asking the question on everyone's mind these days, what do you think about the Batman?
I'm frightened. This whole city's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Well, he's breaking the law, ain't he? So they ought to catch that freak and lock him up.
I won't say it's easy, but catching criminals is what we do. So this one dresses up like Dracula, so what? We're gonna take him down. What do we know about this Batman?
He's been beating the tar out of muggers and dope peddlers out there the last few weeks.
He's mostly been seen at night driving that hot rod of his 100 miles an hour.
And now he's even attacking our brave police.
Nice car.
This man is not a hero, he's a criminal. And his time in Gotham is up.
Mischief afoot, sir?
3 explosions in 2 weeks. Peculiar. There's something more going on here.
He knows too much. He's an itch that needs to get scratched.
The kings don't run this court anymore. The jester does.
Bang! We could be looking at
An all-out gang war on the streets of Gotham.
This is a losing battle. 100 other monsters will show up to replace anyone you take down.
Probably. But now they'll all know I'm coming for them.
Looks so epic.
Oh man. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, that brings back all the feels. It's got a little nostalgia going on right there. There's a lot to unpack in that trailer. A few just quick notes. So Harley Quinn, she looks different. Two-Face looked a little different. Gordon looked a little different. But I saw what we got, Catwoman in there. We got the Penguin in there. We got some really beloved characters, some really beloved villains that I saw just pop up on the scene. I'm wondering, my biggest question is who's going to be voicing the Joker, and is Joker going to, when is Joker going to make appearance? Because,
right.
That is my biggest question of all of that. I think they're purposefully hiding that for a big reveal. That has to be.
Yeah, I would love for Bruce Timm to pull that out of the hat and bring Mark Hamill back as Joker, because Mark Hamill's still doing voice acting. You can't have, in my mind, you can't have Joker without Mark Hamill in terms of the sound. Obviously Kevin Conroy can no longer be Batman. He's unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
But the voice acting, in my opinion, it sounds like he will do a great job as Batman, whoever it is.
Yeah.
And I think, my initial reactions to that, it just, watching it for the second time, it gives me those feels of this is true Batman. Of, you have just this all-out gang war. You have the cops trying to take down Batman. You have this futuristic noir feel to it, but it still feels like it's classic old school. It has all the hallmarks of what I grew up thinking Batman was.
Yeah.
So really excited about that. What do you think about just the look of it compared to what you remember as a kid, the Batman animated series?
Honestly, it looks pretty similar. The Batman suit's slightly different. The look of his suit's slightly different from the original animated suit, but it doesn't look bad by any means. I'm not upset about it. It just looks slightly different. You know, his voice, the voice actor, I don't know who the actual voice actor is. He sounds a little bit like Robert Pattinson, a little bit like it's like a mixture of like the old animated series Batman with like a little bit of that like sound from Pattinson, like that whisper, like deep whisper kind of thing. But it sounded good. Like when I heard him speak for the first time, I was like pleasantly surprised to hear that it sounded like what I would picture Batman if it's not going to be Conroy, you know. But yeah, I'm not upset about that either. I'm really interested to see where they go with things. It's definitely like an updated look and feel, but it still brings you back to Gotham, like 90s, that 90s feel that Gotham was back then.
It still feels like the Justice League cartoon. It was a little more updated animation that came after animated series, and it has that same style to it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So one of the things, Ty, that I did want to touch upon, there were a few things in this trailer that we can call out here. One of the first things you mentioned was Harley Quinn and her look right here. I mean, you have this very jester. Like, I mean, she's always had a jester costume type look, but this is a very more like serial killer, creepy.
Yeah.
Like, are you for it? Are you like, how do you feel about it?
I won't know. I don't have enough information yet to say which way. Like, I'm not mad at the suit. She definitely looks creepier than she did in the original, you know, like, and they changed her coloring. I think it's like black and gold
Green,
or black and yellow. I can't tell. So it's not the black and red, like Harley Quinn of old, but I'm not like upset about it by any means. I'm interested to see how the character plays in this new show.
Yeah, for sure. And then we get a couple other shots. You know, we get Harvey Dent right here running for mayor as usual, or district attorney as usual. But what's cool in this trailer is you also get this shot, which is also Harvey. And so this is like Two-Face right here. So you can see they went for a different style here instead of that kind of like different color looking face like the animated series. You have it just like super deformed, which is even a step further than what like Dark Knight did in the live action movie. So this is like you can just tell they're going for this more like creepy, demented, like real world reality to it instead of a comic book style.
So this kind of reminds me actually of I know you watched Batman Beyond, but the original like 2-part opening series, like that they turned into a movie that you get on VHS and everything. Do you remember when they got exposed and they like, I guess it was radiation and they started decaying, like their face started decaying? This kind of reminds me of that a little bit, like that feel of like the face is kind of decaying. He's got like holes in the face that turn black, and it's interesting.
For sure. One of the things I liked here, this at first I saw that like a doctor with glasses and I was thinking, oh, is this Doctor Strange? But then you see this, and so this I'm pretty sure is Clayface. Because you have this like deformed element to it that obviously is not Two-Face. So that's really exciting because you know, Clayface always had like really cool character arcs in the old animated show.
You know, Alfred, I don't know if you can get a good clip of Alfred, but Alfred looks different. You know, it's like a different. He's a little chubbier. In this one.
He's chubbier, but he's like a more English style looking butler.
It's interesting.
No, for sure. One of the other things I noticed in here too is you have Batgirl. And they went for this very old school looking style of her. That's like the 60s, like Adam West Batgirl costume. Like that's not even like the Batgirl costume we got in the anime series. Like that's like going way back to like 60s style. So like you can tell they're merging some of the generational things of Batman. One of the couple of other things you mentioned here, you have Penguin. Super exciting. You know, they gave us super like little glimpses. Do you have any idea of who this could be? I was trying to theorize of who this could be.
No, I don't know, and I'm almost wondering if could that be the Joker, like just like disguised or something like that. I like probably not. That's probably a real big reach, and it's not the Joker at all. But maybe I'm just selfishly wanting it to be like in disguise or something like that. But no, I have no idea.
Right. Well, one thing's for sure, we can kind of tell just by the way this is going. I think we're going to get a little more of a serialized show than the Batman animated series was, just the way the modern storytelling is and that kind of thing. I think this actually may be like a through line of a story.
Yeah,
which would be super cool to see in terms of this animated world and how they build that. So, just pumped to see what Bruce Timm does with this. It's on Amazon Prime, which I think is kind of funny that HBO Max got the shaft because they're like the DC hub. So Amazon Prime has always been known for pushing out quality content. So pretty pumped to see what they do with that. Says it comes out August 1st. So we'll be doing reviews of this show from an episodic basis. I know Roman would love to jump on that as well. So any final thoughts in terms of hopes and dreams for this show?
Man, I just hope that they truly do give us that feel from the 90s. I have so much nostalgia from the 90s show. So I hope that they give us a little bit, some nods to original fans of the old show. I hope that they truly do that, which it looks like they're going to do. And I hope that we get Mark Hamill. I really hope that we get him back as Joker. He's just so iconic in that role. So that would be really fun to see. And I think it's going to be in a big way. That's what I personally think. Yeah.
No, same here. I would love some of those storylines from the old show to kind of have like little call outs. One of the things that comes to mind is the way they did Ra's al Ghul, like that old school kind of like Oriental, mystery type thing that they did with Ra's al Ghul back in the day. I would also love some of I don't know if you remember the Grey Ghost, how Bruce was a fan of the Grey Ghost, like the TV show, and then the Grey Ghost kind of came about. He was like that 50s, serial type hero type thing. I would love to see that in the show because it has that same type of feel to it. So so we're really excited about this. Would love to know what you think in the comments about this show, what you're excited about, what you're not, how you think the show is going to turn out. What are your theories? So please comment below, like our video, and subscribe to our channel. And we will be pushing out more of these episodic reviews in August. But until next time, this is Austin and Ty signing off.